Good morning, students. Let's have a look on some pictures that we see in our daily life. Now try to find the shapes in it. Can you identify the closed figures inside the circles? Let's study about these figures. 3 dots join to make a triangle. 4 dots join to make a quadrilateral. See the shapes on joining 5 dots. This closed figure has 5 sides and 5 vertices. A figure with 5 vertices and 5 sides is called a pentagon. A figure with 6 vertices and 6 sides is called a hexagon. Such figures with 3 or more sides are generally called polygons. Types of polygons. Now we can easily identify the shapes in these pictures. It's a pentagon. It's a pentagon. It's an octagon. It's a hexagon. It's a heptagon. Now we can study about the sum of the angles of a polygon. We know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. To find the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral, split the quadrilateral into 2 triangles. Then the sum of the angles of the quadrilateral is the sum of the angles of the 2 triangles. That is 180 degrees plus 180 degrees equal to 360 degrees. Similarly, to find the sum of the angles in a pentagon, we can divide the pentagon into 3 triangles. Then the sum of the angles of the pentagon is the sum of the angles of all the triangles. That is 180 degrees plus 180 degrees plus 180 degrees equals 540 degrees. Consider the case of hexagon. Starting with one vertex, we can join it with all other vertex except the ones just next to it on either side, making 4 triangles. Then the sum of the angles in the hexagon is the sum of the angles of these 4 triangles. Hence the sum of the angles of hexagon is 720 degrees. Generally, for an n-sided polygon we can find the angle sum by dividing it into triangles. That is, starting with one vertex, we can join it with all other vertex except the ones just next to it on either side, making n-2 triangles. Then the sum of the angles of n-sided polygon is the sum of the angles of n-2 triangles. That is n-2 into 180 degrees. Then the sum of the angles of n-sided polygon is n-2 into 180 degrees.
Regular and irregular polygons. Now, let's look at regular polygons. Regular polygons are polygons whose sides are the same in length. If all the sides are equal in length, the polygon is known as regular. Let's look at some regular polygons. These are regular polygons. Can you see them? They are regular because all their sides are equal in length. Now, let's look at what irregular polygons are. Irregular polygons are the polygons whose sides are not the same in length. Let's look at some irregular polygons. Here, irregular polygons. They are irregular because their sides are not equal in length. To calculate the sum of the inner angles of any polygon, we need only know the number of sides. What about the sum of the outer angles of a polygon? Compute all outer angles of the given triangle. Outer angle at A equals 180 degrees minus 65 degrees, which is equal to 115 degrees. Similarly, outer angle at B equals 180 degrees minus 35 degrees, which is equal to 145 degrees. Inner angle at C equals 180 degrees minus 65 degree plus 35 degree equals 180 degrees minus 100 degrees, which is equal to 80 degrees. Outer angle at C equals 180 degrees minus 80 degrees equal to 100 degrees. Finally, the sum of outer angles of the triangle equals 115 degree plus 145 degree plus 100 degree, which is equal to 360 degrees. What about the outer angle sum of other triangles and polygons? The sum of the linear angles is 180 degrees. The sum of the inner and outer angles at A, B and C are 180 degrees. So, adding all inner and outer angles at the vertices, we get 3 into 180 degree equals 540 degrees. The sum of the angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. So, the sum of the outer angles alone is 540 degrees minus 180 degrees, which is equal to 360 degrees. Now, let's look at this polygon. The sum of the inner and outer angles at each vertex is again 180 degrees. So altogether we have 4 into 180 degrees, that is, 720 degrees. To get outer angles, subtract the sum of inner angles of quadrilateral, which is 360 degrees. 720 degree minus 360 degree equals 360 degrees. So the sum of outer angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Think about an n-sided polygon, in general, n vertices and a linear pair formed by inner and outer angles at each vertex. Altogether n linear pairs. The sum of all these angles is n into 180 degrees. In this, sum of inner angles is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So, the sum of outer angles is n into 180 degrees minus n minus 2 into 180 degree equals 2 into 180 degrees, which is equal to 360 degrees. That is, the sum of the outer angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. One angle of a regular polygon is 144 degrees. Find its number of sides. Let's solve this question. Since one inner angle of the regular polygon is 144 degrees, each of outer angle is 36 degrees. Since the sum of the outer angles of any polygon is 360 degrees, the number of sides is 360 divided by 36, which is equal to 10. Thus the polygon has 10 sides. Now, let's go for another problem. How can I find the angles of the polygon given below? It is a four-sided polygon. Therefore, sum of the interior angle is 360 degrees. So angle ABC equals 180 degrees minus 115 degrees, that's equal to 65 degrees. Then, angle BAD equals 360 degrees minus 100 degree plus 65 degree plus 75 degrees, which is equal to 120 degrees. And, angle BAE equals 180 degrees minus 120 degrees equals 60 degrees. We solved the problem.